my opinion, I have seen countless women coming on the internet and talking about their hate for capitalism. However, I find it really funny how women drive a large majority of consumer spending. Studies indicate that women drive 70 to 80% of all consumer purchases in the United States through a combination of their direct buying power as well as influence on others' purchasing decisions. Interesting. Today we're going to be talking about all the people that lined up for Starbucks holiday merchandise. As I mentioned, Starbucks launched their holiday merch. This includes a range of reusable cups, mugs, and tumblers such as the popular glass bear Easter cup, as well as the Hello Kitty collection. I want to focus on the bear Easter cup because that was more poppin' than the Hello Kitty collection. And PSA, people can have hobbies, you can have fun, you can touch grass, you can even eat grass. I genuinely don't care. I don't care how many videos I've watched of people embarrassing themselves. It will honestly always baffle me that grown adults in the United States, because I can't speak for other countries, will line up for hours just to snag a barista cup, make a fool out of themselves just to get the merch in their hands. The level of FOMO that some of y'all are on, I don't think I could ever reach. I'm not actually interested in even reaching it, to be honest. It needs to be studied more. Wait, it probably has been studied because then all of this wouldn't be happening. Y'all are going crazy. Full-blown chaos just to get the cup. Now, the only scenario that would kind of make sense for me is if your kid was begging for this cup, but even then, you just look your kid in the eye and say chill. Because life, in fact, will go on without the cup. Sometimes you just need to humble your kid from time to time. Might I add, the hype is not worth going viral on social media because of a glass barista cup that is, which someone also stated, is probably gonna be hard for you to wash anyway. Come on. And what's even crazier, I'm not done. Let me cook. It's crazier that this isn't the end. There will be another drop, another frenzy, and more adults making a fool out of themselves. Now, maybe there's some bias to what I'm about to say, but I'd much rather see people going crazy over a small business. But even then, I know you weren't expecting that even then. It's worth remembering that anytime you hear small business, you don't automatically think ethical or wholesome. I've noticed people love to villainize billion-dollar corporations for bad labor conditions, and rightfully so, but also remember that some small businesses operate the very same way, just on a smaller scale. And when it comes to exploitation, it doesn't just disappear just because the business is local or even handmade. Whether it's underpaid family labor, kids helping with production, or people pushed to work in unstable or even unregulated conditions, it's all part of the same system. The only difference is scale and not morality. Anyway, let's get into the videos. The employees cut the line, locked us out, then took everything.
If it's the exact same video, it ain't gonna make no difference. They're buying everything.
All the Starbucks employees came and they took everything, and we've been waiting in line outside.
It's that one Starbucks employee who looks like she has no shame in what she's doing. She said, I'm grabbing these cups. Y'all are gonna be outside. Now, I'm gonna play fair. Do I think this is absolutely ridiculous? Yes, absolutely. But to be respectful, if this is what you enjoy doing, let's talk about it. It's the principle. You come on there as a customer, waiting in line. They open at 4 a.m. I think, some of them. You come at 1 a.m. waiting in line, it's cold, it's hot, wherever the heck you are, that's the season you're in right now. And then employees come in at 4 a.m. to start getting ready to open shop, I'm assuming at like 5. So you're still waiting there. You see the glass barista cups and you're like, this is my moment. I am first in line. And then boom, the door opens for someone who was probably sleeping while you were outside getting hot or getting cold, and they just grab all the cups. That would break my heart too. That would absolutely break my heart too. Granted, I would never stand in line and do this, but I feel for y'all to some capacity, okay? To some capacity. I still think this is crazy, but I'm trying to look at it from the other side of the page. I would be upset. Would I cause a scene? Probably not, but I would honestly be upset. It would have made way more sense if the Starbucks employees were in the line as well, waiting. That way no one knows that they are Starbucks employees. But I'm pretty sure the ones that opened called them up and said, hey, you gotta wake up, it's time. And they may have not expected y'all to be lined up, so they grabbed it. Or another version, another example, they're boycotting Starbucks and they're like, we'd rather grab them, even though they're still contributing to the business, than everybody else getting them. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. All I can say is everything is crazy, but the principle still stands. If there were no fine print saying Starbucks employees can get first dibs, even if they don't stand in line for the release of the holiday special merchandise, then there's a problem. Clearly. Clearly.
That is so crazy to me.
That's
Like,
not
just because
right.
you work here, now you're just gonna take all the shit.
So then what was the...
It's the, what was the point? If you listen carefully, you can hear her heart break as she says that. What was the point?
I literally have no words. Me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law went to Starbucks today to get the bear cup. Like, that's what we were like so excited. Stand in line, we're gonna get there early, we're gonna beat the crowds. I haven't done anything like this since I was like, I don't know, like a teenager when I was doing it for Black Friday. There, I was the very first person in line. So when I was there, I could see everything on the shelves, right? So I was like, okay, there's a pretty good chance. And prior, mind you, before this even happened, I had already did like my research. I was like going to like different Starbucks and like talking to different employees and like asking them like, you know, how many cups did you get in, or did you get this one in? No, this particular Starbucks didn't open up until 4. So I got there super early. It's cold, it's foggy. It's like 3:50, like the line's starting to like pick up, like people are starting to get in. These girls get out of their car in their pajamas and they're waiting in line. And all I see is these 4 girls go in front of me, and one of them had a key. So she had to be like a manager or something. So she got her key, she put her key in the door, and the door wouldn't unlock because the other manager that was inside currently had her key in the door.
You're telling me there were 2 managers and they agreed for this to happen? I look like this because it's funny. It's like, it's sad. I get it. It's sad, but it's also, it's just so ridiculous for a glass barista cup. And the Hello Kitty collection, don't forget that one. But the world kept spinning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be fair, but this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
So this girl starts knocking on the window, and the manager that was inside the Starbucks comes in, unlocks the door, and she let the 4 girls in. And I'm over here thinking like, I'm like super tired, I'm slow, like whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, like maybe they're working, I don't know, like I know your life. She lets them in and they just cleared the whole store. Like they took everything. They took the Hello Kitty plushes, they took all the, so I did get one thing, and honestly, like, okay, so I got this, and honestly I only got it because I waited in line for it. Like,
it looks like anybody can make that. Like the tumbler, obviously you could just buy a clear one from Starbucks or anywhere else and slap some vinyl on it. It's not that big of a deal, bro.
I felt like I needed to get something because I'd spent all that time, like, and I have nothing to show for it. But I was gonna get the little bear mug, and I was first in line, so I would have gotten one. Like I would have been guaranteed to get one because I was the very first person in line. It was me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. So we were like, okay, well, you get your bear mug. I was gonna get one for my mother-in-law as well. And then, you know, that's it. We're not resellers. We're not, you know, we're just regular people who, I just thought it was cute. I just thought, hey, you know, this will be fun. This will be a nice little, you know, remember that time I went to Starbucks and we got cheated out of cups? And honestly, because of the whole experience, like it just kind of soured the whole mood. So now I'm like looking at it and I don't have like happy feelings. Is it just a cup? Yeah, they're just cups. But like, it's the whole like principle of the matter. It's the whole like, we waited in line for 2 hours. Like we did what we were like the right thing. Like and I had like dragged my whole family. I like told them like, oh my God, like we should do this. It'll be fun and blah, blah, blah. I like downloaded all these shows on Netflix on the iPad and like, you know, just, we were just super hyped and we're just like, okay, like we're gonna just do it. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, we're, you know, but you know, whatever. We can sleep when we're dead. Like it's fine.
There's 2 things that went through my head as I'm watching this video. One is that, let's say you get the cup and then you post it online, got the barista cup, you get the views, or, you know, your family's happy and that's it. You know, I'm not taking away from the experience she could have got from getting the cup and giving it to her mother-in-law, and they're all hype and happy and everything. Second of all, I feel like this should be done for people in high school, like high schoolers. If you see high schoolers lined up for something ridiculous, you just roll your eyes like, teenagers. But grown people, grown adults that have 9-to-5s, you deserve a little joy. You deserve joy. Actually, yeah, you deserve joy. I just wouldn't do this, but you deserve joy. You deserve to go out and get something, especially if you woke up so early for this. That tells me that you are dedicated to the craft. And then for that to be taken away from you, that is a feeling that I don't wish on anyone, regardless of how ridiculous this conversation is right now. Another thing, I just know there's someone that spent $30. That's what they were retailing for this bear cup, made the video, and then just put it in their shelf to just collect dust, waiting for the next drop, going on a frenzy, making it chaotic, and then putting it and storing it to where it collects dust again.
That's crazy. You guys have to wait in line just like the rest of us.
That is not fair. That is not right.
We've been given 2 hours.
You guys are not fair. Including employees, whoever's the manager, you guys are going to stop this because you know this is wrong. We are going to report this, all of you guys. That's right. This is not right. This is not right. You cannot do this in your employees. We will definitely turn this.
It's the look of guilt, but also not caring for me from the Starbucks employees. The first 2 seconds of seeing this, I'm just like, you know what? The Starbucks employees deserve to get the glass bear cups. Honestly, if it were me, I would just have extra merch for the Starbucks employees and then have some for the customers because they deserve it too. But what they did was out of line. Before we continue, I just want to take a moment to thank all my anti-Delulu Den members. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, showing me love and support. I hope you guys are enjoying the early access. You guys are enjoying the badges, the BTS, or even just bonus videos that I put out from time to time. And thank y'all for the encouraging words from time to time that I get on my DMs from you guys. Without wasting any more time, let's get back into the madness. Lyric says, when I was a barista, I got the only 50th anniversary cup. We had the first dibs. I believe the employees deserve that. The customers should blame Starbucks making products so exclusive. You've got a point. You've got a point. That's how I feel too. The baristas deserve it too. They work tirelessly, you know, dealing with people that haven't had coffee. Have you been around somebody like that? They're not pleasant in the morning, so they deserve it too. So I blame Starbucks too, and I also blame the customers for still going to Starbucks after some of them that are probably in this video have been saying to boycott them. That's a story for another time though, but I haven't forgotten. D. Ligon says, reported to Starbucks corporate offices, and she gives the salute. They will. They'll report it to corporate. Wits007 comes and says, resellers ruin everything. I don't think they're resellers. I think they were just Starbucks employees that were fed up. They have the keys, so why not grab the cups? Bag secured. Congratulations. Woke up at 4 a.m. for the glass bear from Starbucks.
I can't believe my husband actually did this. He got up at 4 a.m. to go get the viral bear.
I was about to say, you went out there with the baby? I'm glad your husband did instead of you.
Bear cup from Starbucks.
So guys, right now I am outside of our local Starbucks. I am determined to get me and my wife the bear, you know, the viral bear that's been going around. I'm gonna get that. Anyways guys, like I'm literally the only car here. Well, there's 3 cars, but there's 3 workers in there. And I feel like a creep. Like I feel like a freaking weirdo, like a stalker. Like I can't believe people really do this. Like they camp out.
You are now the said people. Also, bro was there at 11:30 p.m. Man.
But I'm gonna do it this one time just because they're really cute bears. I'm gonna get 2. One for me, one for Jess. A little update. It is like 2:30 right now. I just need 2 more hours to go. I am pretty tired. I am alone. I'm like literally the only car parked at the plaza right now. And there's a homeless man bumping music at the trash cans. It is currently 3:30 guys. I just need 2 more hours. I'm gonna have those 2 bears in my hand. They're right there guys. Taco Bears, I've been here since 11.
You said you'd get 2, bro. You said he said he'd get 2. He ends up with 3. Should I mention the bears are cute, okay? I made a community post. I never debated that the bears weren't cute. They're cute, hard to wash, but cute. I'm not complaining about that. I understand why people are going for these bears. I just personally wouldn't stand in line for this crap. Just saying.
Nice. So guys, I got all the bears. I came here early in the morning, so I'm very excited. Yeah. Good, so good.
Looks like you guys have a newborn, and I feel like bro needs a round of applause because he did it for his woman. And I'm 110% sure that she deserved it, especially with the newborn at the house. Like, hey, look at how much joy she had getting these cups. Now imagine if a Starbucks employee would have just snatched all of those up. She'd be devastated. Also, dealing with postpartum is not easy. So I just know she would have broke down. Am I starting to feel bad? It's just funnier to me that you can simply go online and find these exact bears. You can find it at Alibaba. You can find it at Walmart. It just won't have the Starbucks logo, but it's literally the same thing. And that's why I said, if it were a bunch of high schoolers, I'd be rolling my eyes and saying, kids can be kids, whatever. But adults, you can just grab a honey bear. Did I say honey bear? Grab a bear. Grab a glass bear somewhere online. You'll find it. That's exactly what Starbucks did. And now they're whatever. Whatever, man. What freaking ever. People are insane. Yeah, they are. Now this next video doesn't have sound, but I think it makes it even funnier. I may put some sound into it.
This is my cup. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. My wife wants this. I'm getting all of them. Leave me alone. Oh, I dropped something.
Absolutely ridiculous. I would like to know who that man is. And for the caption, people are insane. Yes. Yes, they can be. What the? They let Starbucks employees in early. Update, employee not pictured in this video. She ran to the back and bought the teddy bear cups. Can y'all believe that? While many of us were waiting outside in line, she walked past us and goes, ha ha ha, they're going to be sold out by the time y'all walk in. She's a mean girl, I know that. At Starbucks, shame on you for letting employees do it. I love first world problems. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know if calling that business because the store would matter, but I just wish. Yeah.
I tried to be nice. I tried. But this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. There are better things to be worried about. Yes, I said it. You can have hobbies. You can have cute stuff. You can have anything, okay? But this, as a grown adult, no. Absolutely not. Go back to sleep. Go on holiday. Do something. Go to Disney. How about that? I'm gonna see if there's any resellers as I'm making this video. No. I just typed Starbucks Bear Cup. There's one going for $300. There's another going for $1,000 on eBay. Bro, what? Hashtag Google shopping. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. When the person who said resellers ruin everything, they always have. They always do. They always will. It won't stop. There'll be plenty of more exclusive drops and people will go crazy. I don't even know if Starbucks is probably gonna get more inventory in, because then everybody's gonna end up with a bear cup and then you were standing in line for what? Whatever. Starbucks may be restocking their viral glass bear cup soon. Spoke too soon. There's the update. Unofficial update, that is. But I reckon if she's a diehard Starbucks fan, she knows what's coming and what's not.
Starbucks glass bear cups may be making its return to a Starbucks location near you. Let's talk about it. So guys, after posting my video about getting the new Starbucks glass bear cup, I had some friends reach out to me and ask if I was able to try and find them one because they were unsuccessful at their Starbucks location. And
I just realized the bear has the bow that she has on too. That's absolutely cute.
Of course, I'm going to try to get them one. So I called around to several Starbucks locations. Finally, one of the actual managers that I spoke with said that they're definitely going to try and restock them. From what he's heard, because they were so popular and the outcry was so huge for this Starbucks glass cup, that they are definitely going to try and restock them, and soon for the holiday season. Now, after seeing that Starbucks did post an apology regarding the whole entire launch for these Starbucks glass cups, it does look like they may be bringing out something soon, and if possible, more of these Starbucks glass bear cups. Let me know if you were lucky enough to actually score one. Again, my whole take on the situation, if there's a huge launch like this, I don't understand why Starbucks didn't actually have a separate one for its employees on November 5th. They should have did an entire launch for employees to come in, and even a friends and family day before the actual launch to the public, because that was so crazy to see shelves wiped clean. And right before the actual store opened up, that caused some craziness. But either way, guys, I really do hope that they restock soon. I will try to keep everyone updated if I hear any more information on this glass bear cup.
I don't know her from a can of paint, but rest assured, I think she will definitely be updating all the Starbucks fans when this drops. Was up since 3 a.m., so I had a cop.
Oh, right, left. They're right there. Oh, there's more than 6. Right here, right here, right here, right here. She wants someone with a bow.
It's one per person.
Oh, should have said that when we walked in. One of each, or like one cup per person?
One of each per person. It's one per household. So if your siblings, you're dating, your family, it's one per family.
How would you know? How would you know?
Wait, so they don't have the little mug? Oh.
There was 12?
Yeah, I think there was 12. Yeah. Grab the cup. So I can get one of these too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just one per item. Your total today is going to be $68.09. You'll enter your phone.
Thank you.
Of course. Do you want a receipt?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Of course.
And he copped it. Also, are those Ray-Ban glasses that he's wearing? Because I have my opinion on those. Anyway, I'm curious to know if there will be any TikTok videos of Starbucks or former Starbucks employees that were fired because of this. I haven't seen the apology. Yes, someone mentioned it, the lady, she mentioned it, but I haven't really read on it, so I don't know. Will people get fired over bear cups? I had to wait until 11 a.m. to get mine. Starbucks teddy bear cup, but she has a bunch of, literally, it looks like the same thing. And she's filling it up with her own coffee and, you know, just enjoying it because it's not that big of a deal. You can find these bear cups anywhere. Things got crazy inside Starbucks across America this morning.
It's 6 in the morning. I was just spit on by like 7 moms, but I got the last Starbucks teddy bear cup.
You better watch out. I'm reading the caption. It says in New York City. I feel like someone's gonna come and snatch it out your hand.
In New York City. I'm so excited. I'm honestly scared to open this right now. I feel like someone's gonna come and jump me. Okay, should I use this? Do I sell it on eBay? Like, what do I do with this? I don't know. It's so cute.
And that's what happens with FOMO. You spend some money, $30, $31 with tax, $32 possibly. You get the item that's overhyped. And then once you get it, now what? Now what? Yeah, it's cute. Was it worth the hassle? Was it worth you losing sleep? Now what? Striking Starbucks, going to bed.
Alright guys, I am going to tell you about my Starbucks bear cup story this morning. My eyes look crazy and I am exhausted, which I will tell you why. So I have been obsessed with these bear cups since I saw them, and I was like, I need to get my hands on a bear cup. So I called every Starbucks that it was possible for me to drive to days before these things got released. I found one that was nowhere near I lived, but the manager said employees are not allowed to buy the bear cups or any of our holiday collection unless they are online with everyone else. So I was like, perfect, I'm going here. The manager was nice on the phone and assured me. My friend called, my mom called, I called. We all made sure, like, whoever's there first, the line gets the bear cup. So I picked my friend up at 2 in the morning. We are the first people at Starbucks. I will insert a video or picture or something to show where the first one's there. We got there way too early because the workers showed up at like 4:15 and we were still the only ones online. So people start to get there about 4:30 and we're like, okay, they want the Hello Kitty stuff. We want the bear cup. There's 2 bear cups, me and my friend. Like, we're good. Everyone's happy. Everyone's going to get what they want. So 5 minutes before the doors open, one of the workers opened the door and said, I'm just letting you guys know, like, I'm going to be buying the bear cups and the Hello Kitty plushes. So you might want to try another Starbucks, that we're wasting our time. I said, I've been here since 2:15 in the morning, which you knew, because when I watched you guys walked in to your shift, I told you as a joke, like, I've been here all night, proud, camping on the streets of Brooklyn, honestly scared for my life. I did have pepper spray in my hand. But he didn't care. He just closed the door. Didn't care. Mind you, the supervisor on shift said before she was walking in that employees weren't allowed to buy them because of everything with the whole Stanley Starbucks scandal, that employees can't sell it out before the line has the chance to get it. So basically, they kept the doors locked until after 5, and the worker purchased it at 5 while we were outside, which I have video of, and bought the bear cups while it was freezing cold outside watching. Then the doors open. I run inside like a psycho. I'm 26, sprinting to the back. Maybe there's hope there's a bear cup. And there was no bear cup. He did buy them off of the shelf. So I was mad. They clearly broke a rule. You were not allowed to do that. Employees were not allowed to buy it. You were not online. I waited all night in the freezing cold of Brooklyn. This is, by the way, it's like 7413 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, this Starbucks location. But they were not allowed to buy it unless they were online. Workers proceeded to say that this worker that purchased it was the first one online when the doors opened. I was like, what? Like, you're not even going to lie and say, like, workers are allowed to buy it, which I knew wasn't true because the managers told me. But you're going to say he was the first online? Like, I have video footage and Starbucks has video footage and we know you weren't there online. Like, come up with a better lie. But yeah, they did not care and sold it out before the doors opened, breaking the rules, which they knew. Yeah. So I didn't get my bear cut. The people online that got there 2.5 hours after me did get their Hello Kitty stuff, so I'm happy for them. Moral of the story, I waited on the corner of a Brooklyn street with my friend in the freezing cold when I have work in the morning and worked all day, had not slept, to not get a bear cup. So I feel so defeated and I feel so weird and I feel so upset over this bear cup. So yeah, that's my story. I just feel like people should follow rules. So I'm going to get Dunkin' tomorrow. I'm striking Starbucks. I still love the bear cup. I hate it, but I love it and I want it. But
now you're striking Starbucks. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this entire madness. I'm pretty sure I've already stated my opinion on how I feel about all this ridiculousness. And I'll see you guys next time.